Should be a little countdown. Welcome
Hello.
back, everyone, once again to an all new, all different edition of Comic Talk.
Don't reference all new, all different
Come
Marvel,
on,
man.
there was some
It's
good
not-
stuff in that.
There was some good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, come on. So, as always, I am Tyler, and Katie, you look a little different.
Yeah, I'm Katie. I'm here to talk about some of the indie comics today.
Oh yeah, Katie.
Yeah.
Katie loves her indies. We love having you
know-
around, Katie.
You know me.
So, anyways, who are you for real though?
I'm Lance. I'm a new worker here now.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm a friend of Tyler's, and I work at a movie theater with him.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna be you're gonna be Katie's part-time replacement.
I am.
You're
I'm
just-
Katie's current replacement.
You're gonna come in and just sneak up on there and there's Thomas. How's it going,
There you
Thomas?
go.
Good to see you. Yeah, and we got so you're not big into indie comics, is right?
No,
But you
no,
do
no,
have
no.
Marvel.
No, I'm more of a Marvel guy.
So-
Marvel, DC, that kind of stuff.
You're like, oh yeah, nice to meet you, Lance.
Nice to meet you too, Thomas.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be talking. That's the best part about the show is that we're gonna be talking to Thomas and Ramel and some of our other regulars
All right.
for like another hour or so. But yeah, I'm hoping you can bring to the Marvel segment what I typically bring to the DC segment,
Sure.
and the indie segment we will get through it.
The indie segment will try our best to get through.
yeah, man. There's a lot, and
You have
half
no
of it's
idea.
half of it's like licensed TV shows from stuff that I've never got. Oh look, we got some support from our other planet people. Love it. Thomas is big.
Hello.
Thomas is a big Marvel guy too. So actually,
Yeah.
you'll probably enjoy this this brief period of time in which we'll have a good Marvel segment
I
instead
said
of
we'll
me
actually
being
have
like,
me.
I like Spider-Man. That's pretty,
Spider-Man's pretty. Ben Riley's doing something right now.
that's how it was
That's,
for several weeks. It was just Ben Riley's doing something right now.
I think
They
Ben
hate
Riley.
Ben Riley now.
Ben Riley did something or another there.
yeah, that's pretty much how it went. So, without further ado, let's get started with DC. Like always, we're gonna start off with Action Comics number 1043. Action Comics is the best book DC has going for it. I don't know if you
World's Finest is pretty good.
World's
World's Finest is really
World's
fun.
Finest is so good, but like Action Comics, anyone I've been saying, like anyone that doesn't like Superman,
Yeah,
you gotta pick up Action Comics. It's so good.
I love action, dude. I love Superman though.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
such a big Superman
well,
fanatic.
yeah, because you actually read comics.
Yeah, I
anyone that
do.
reads comics understands that Superman is actually a good character.
Yeah, Superman's actually like a complex dude. He's
Thomas
pretty chill.
agrees. World's Finest is baller.
I agree.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh boy, I hope that.
Oh,
All right.
there you go.
Yeah,
All right.
that computer's gonna do that.
That's fine.
Thankfully, they've reported before we have no technical difficulties on their end. It always looks
Okay.
weird for
It
us.
just looked at me for like 3 seconds.
Superman is good. Absolutely, Elijah. Yeah, and so this is continuing the Warworld saga. Are you familiar with what's been happening with the Warworld saga?
I'm not actually, no.
Okay, so the Warworld saga, Warworld, Mongol.
Of course, I know Mongol in the world.
Yeah. So this has been a brand new Mongol for like the past 12 or so issues. And it's
Okay.
been really like dark fantasy. Like this not only goes into the lore of like Superman and what makes him so great, but goes into the lore of Mongol. It's like reworking Mongol and explaining why Mongol is such a Superman level threat, besides just being like
A big,
yeah,
strong guy.
yeah, he's a big strong boy that can hurt Superman when he punches him. It's like now Mongol is like he's like Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat. Like Superman came to Warworld to try and free every single slave on Warworld, which is every single person that's not Mongol. So Superman is not going to leave Warworld until every single person is free.
Well, no wonder it's gone for more than 12 issues.
It's gonna keep going too. But this book is incredible. So moving on from Action Comics, though, we have Aquaman.
Oh, dude, I've been loving Aquaman.
Have you been reading it?
I have
Yeah?
been reading
Okay.
it. Yeah, it got confirmed to be canceled soon.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh man, because I saw rumors that Aquaman I think they're gonna retool Aquaman again, which is
Probably.
unfortunate because this book has been good.
Yeah.
With Jackson Hyde's such a
no,
good character.
Aquaman's been really good.
Y'all crystal clear for me. Occasionally, there's a little mic pop noise. It isn't that crazy loud. Well, that's good. As long as you guys have your eardrums by the end of this, then I'll say that's okay.
And if you don't, I mean,
Then we'll figure out subtitles in the future.
we'll work on
I think Facebook has automatic subtitles. Usually they're pretty good. But yeah, that's a little they're better than YouTube's.
It's not saying much.
That's true. But yeah, if anyone's been reading Aquaman, let me know. Oh man, you know what?
Aquaman's very solid.
I did the thing we were talking about before this got going. I did
Yeah.
the thing that you were worried about doing. I mislabeled our my variant comics. Action Comics variant. Every single Action Comics variant has been like an old school art style of Superman. It's
Yeah.
like super golden age, like Kingdom Come, Christopher Reeve-esque,
Yeah.
and it's incredible. I love this art. Like it, really like accentuates the blue and the red, everything that Superman's all about. I love it. Moving on to Batman Beyond the White Knight. This is issue number 3, I believe, or number 3 or 4. Have you gotten into any of the White Knight stuff?
No, I've read the original White Knight series. I haven't read Beyond the White Knight, but the original White Knight was really good.
Yeah,
really good comic.
Did you read because there's like multiple White Knight stuff.
Is there? I read like the original one. Where
Yeah.
You know, Joker, and he's rehabilitating Batman and all that stuff. You know.
Yeah. That was really good. And like this whole White Knight universe is like really taken off. I didn't expect it. It's like a whole. Which I mean, it's Batman. Anything with Batman is gonna
sell.
It's anything with Batman is gonna sell. That's just like what DC does.
I mean, it's like. Except for that one time that it got outsold by the Hulk, but we don't.
No.
That never happened.
Batman's the best. That's all he ever. He's good at everything. But we got a variant cover here for Batman Beyond the White Knight. It's Batgirl. Oh yeah. Oh good. The Batman segment, says Thomas. Oh hey Ramel, how's it going? Pull Batman Beyond the White Knight. All covers, please. This one is not going to be up for very long. But as Thomas pointed out, we are in the Batman segment, and so it wouldn't be the Batman segment without a brand new Batman miniseries, Batman Fortress number 1. Have you heard about this one? What it's about?
Dude, I don't keep up with the miniseries for Batman anymore.
What do you mean? You think it's
I read Batman and I read Detective Comics.
Yeah,
and that's it.
I think there's a new Detective Comics this week too. That'll be a good one to talk about. But so Batman Fortress is about Superman gone. He might be dead. He might be missing. But there's an alien invasion in the DC universe. Imagine that. And
there you go.
And our number one, our heavy hitter, our star player that we send out there to take on the aliens, he's not here. So why don't we get Green Lantern? No. Why don't we get Wonder Woman? Nope. Flash? No.
Let's get a guy with a bunch of money.
He's got, it's the Iron Man then. Enough money, you can solve it.
I was assuming like you give Batman 10 hours of prep time and just he has an infinite amount of resources. He'll build the Hellbat armor or something. And
it's like this armor is as strong as Superman, so it's like we don't even need Superman.
Superman's nothing compared to me. I'm Batman.
I am Batman.
And he also has to push away his family.
Of course, yeah. And the Bat family's like, he's like, I work alone, and there's like 15 people behind him. And he's like, I said alone. Don't need him.
Exactly. But at the end, he's like, family's important. We need.
Yeah.
Thanks, Alfred. Alfred's dead right now.
Thomas will take a Batman Fortress. Absolutely. Go ahead and write down there for me. Let me know, Thomas, if you would like that cover, or here is our variant cover. I love this variant cover a lot. Like this, it's got the blue. I like the city behind him, or like on his face. This, like, I feel like blue is a color that you don't see with Batman.
No, you don't.
Because remember when Batman used to be blue? Like his suit used to be blue?
His suit was gray and blue back in the day. Well, he had a gray suit and like a blue cowl with a cape.
Mm-hmm. And then like World's Finest like perfectly replicated that.
It did.
It was super nice. Take both. We got you, Thomas. All right. We'll put those aside for you. Absolutely.
Now, does Batman Fortress take place on Earth Prime?
For Earth Prime, I believe it. I don't think it does actually. I mean,
at least has a promising premise, you know?
Yeah, it's a good idea, and it's like I think mostly it's called Batman Fortress because it's going to be him, like, I don't think he's going to be going out on the field. I think it is supposed to be him being like the general in the Batcave, being like, okay, Green Lantern, you do this. I'm going to strategize everything because I have prep time.
I'm going to strategize everything because I'm a human. And I can't breathe in space.
Yeah, because I can't do that. But, you guys got this. Moving on to another popular Elseworld story for DC. We have a one-shot here of DC versus Vampires Hunters. So have you been following DC versus Vampires?
I actually have been following DC versus Vampires.
It has been incredible.
It's surprisingly good.
It's been so good. And
I swear to the DC stuff where like Deceased has no right to be like that kind of stuff has no right to be as good as it is.
Because you would think like, okay, oh man, like we're gonna make them zombies. Great, DC versus zombies. We already did that. Now they're gonna fight vampires. Okay, cool. But like these stories have been so fun.
It's like they put like the best creative team that they possibly can. They're like, we're gonna make this actually good.
Yeah, it's like, man, you can't just. I mean, like it'll sell regardless. But like they don't have to be as good as they are.
Yeah,
like they really don't have to be. That's what's incredible. And so, do you remember how the last one got revealed? What the big reveal at the end of the last issue?
No.
The last issue revealed that the leader of the vampire army that's been invading the DC universe is actually Nightwing. Somehow Nightwing is the original. He's like the leader of all of them. So Dick Grayson is the main villain, of this series. And so with this being
It's fantastic.
on the cover as seen here, Damien is taking over, going to be like the main star of this one. You know, because he was the one who was there during the big reveal.
Yeah.
When it's actually Nightwing the whole time. And so we have another variant cover for that. I love this cover. Oh, hey, yeah, how you doing? Yeah, do you know what this cover is a homage to? Famous cover.
I think.
Yeah, who's on the cover here?
It's Nightwing. That's Nightwing and Damien.
Yeah.
But is it whether Nightwing took over as Batman?
No, this is a homage to Robin *1, Tim Drake's miniseries, the first ever solo Robin book. And so, like, instead of Ramel, Thomas wanted to tell you he said hello because they're on different platforms. They used to not be, but now we're worldwide. So now we're on multiple platforms, so everyone's kind of split up. But yeah, Thomas says hello, Ramel, and also Ramel, we got you for DC vs Vampires all covers. Good going with that one, man. This is a good one. You don't need to write anything now, but we got Ramel covered. All right, moving on to Deathstroke Inc.
Bro, that's so solid.
Oh man, yeah. I see you've been into it.
I have, dude.
Yeah.
I haven't bought it. I've been reading. I've been listening to comic historians' videos on it. Right. So good. It's so good.
It has another one where it's like I didn't expect it to be this good. Have you been following the Shadow War? This is part 6 of Shadow War.
I've been following a little bit of Shadow War. I'm not fully caught up on it yet, but I've been reading Deathstroke Inc. definitely.
And so the big one with this one, we have 2 Shadow War books in this. We'll get to the other one later. But between this and the other one, this is going to be a big advancement in the Shadow War plot, which is, as I've said before, it's the crossover between Batman, Deathstroke Inc., and Robin, which that Robin run has been.
That Robin run's really good.
It's been so good. And what I love about this Deathstroke Inc. book is that DC for a while, comic historian shout out.
Exactly, man.
Oh man, you gotta love it. But
I do, bro.
Deathstroke for a while, DC's been too focused on like let's make him the cool anti-hero.
Like New 52.
New 52.
Where he fought Wonder Woman and somehow survived.
Or like in Identity Crisis when he takes the entire JLA. he solos
the Justice League.
That's all he does. It's incredible. All right, here's real quick. I'll show this off. The variant cover for Deathstroke Inc. showing off Ravager. I love Ravager. She's the best. But
when she disappeared during Titans with no explanation.
Yeah, they just don't talk about it.
No.
that show is so bad.
This show is very bad.
But what I love about
Ravager's good in the comics.
Yeah, Ravager is so cool in the comics.
And Deathstroke Inc. DC's really been on a hot streak recently.
They really have been, and I love because Deathstroke Inc. all covers for Ramel. We got you. This book is really solidifying that Deathstroke is just going back to being a horrible person.
Yeah.
And what I love is
he's just a bad father.
He's just a bad father. He's a bad human being.
Yeah.
And like I love it when the run started. Comic Explain is also good. You are correct, Thomas.
I do love Comics Explain too.
When Deathstroke Inc. started, it was him being like, I've kind of bounced back and forth between good and evil for a long time now. It's about time I pick one and stick with it. And it makes you think like, oh, he's gonna be a good guy from now on.
No, he's like, I'm gonna be evil.
4 more issues in, he's just like, oh, cool, secret society of supervillains. I'm gonna lead this, and I'm gonna kill Ra's al Ghul.
Of course he is.
Yeah. It's like, oh, that works. And then Black Canary's just like, I thought you said you were gonna stick with one. He's like, yeah, I made my choice. Peace.
He's like, I'm not an anti-hero anymore. I'm just a villain.
just straight up evil. You mentioned this one earlier. We're going to move on to Detective Comics 1060. What do you think about this Riddler design? They busted it out in this last issue.
For me, I love the Riddler design where it's just a scrawny guy in a domino mask with a cane. I'm not
like the onesie.
I do love the onesie. I'd be lying if I said I didn't.
You like the onesie more than like just like a cool suit?
No, I like the coat more, but the onesie is just classic. It's iconic. Yeah. I love the green suit with the question mark though.
I do have to say the vibe with Lance is awesome. It'll never be Katie and Tyler, but this is cool to have you both excited about DC and Marvel. Oh, thank you very much, Thomas. We appreciate that. And and Katie, she shall return. I've been bullying her, being like, hey, you better show up in the chat at some point.
So Katie will be back one day.
Yeah, she definitely will be. And hopefully, this vibe will work out. We're gonna keep it going. But so you like the onesie?
No, I do like, dude. I'm not gonna like. Okay, I like Batman '66 when I was a kid.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
And I used to love that. It's just a big purple question mark.
Yeah,
on it. It's so funny, dude.
The Frank Gorsha.
Yeah,
is that it? Frank Gorsha.
I think that's it. Yeah.
I'm a fan.
The beard.
I like the beard.
I don't like the beard, man.
Just Riddler being like this hipster that just makes like he tries to be like a lot cooler than he actually is. But that's what Riddler's all about. And same, yes, absolutely. But here's the variant cover for DC. Detective Comics has had the same variant covers for the past 7 months or so, where it's just like
Just-
Batman in a prison fight, and it's been
And
going.
a bunch of prisoners just reaching out for him.
Yeah, well, it's
That's
like
it.
it's always well, like because this one is like a bunch of prisoners and they're all like Arkham inmates because you can see you can make out like a Solomon Grundy hand and like
Yeah.
a Poison Ivy hand, stuff like that. But I feel like for a while, Detective Comics was weekly, and
Yeah.
after that, it was just or when that was going on, every cover because that took place in Arkham Tower. Every cover was just Batman in a prison fight. It's Batman beating up a bunch of goons in a prison.
I mean, if it's not. If it ain't broke, they'll fix it.
I think this is in my pull box, but if it isn't, I'll take both covers. I believe it is, Thomas, because I think you hopped on when the green, almost a Green Arrow. I saw the green cover and it messed with my brain. I
Wonder
wonder.
doesn't have a solo book.
I know, man. I'm crying about it. But if not, I will check your covers and make sure you get both of them, Thomas. Absolutely.
Now, there's one I have not been keeping up with.
You have not been keeping up with Harley Quinn.
I haven't been keeping up with Harley Quinn since Rebirth.
Harley Quinn is one of those characters. I've mentioned it before with Katie. It's like I always am like, Harley Quinn, Joker. I'm so tired of them. But then when you see them written well, you're just like, how could I hate the Joker? How could I hate Harley Quinn? Like they get mistreated so often that it makes you think like I just hate this character. But then you see them again and you're like, oh, they're actually really fun and cool and like interesting to have around.
Well, it's like the Harley Quinn show. Whenever it was announced, I was like, oh, this should be cringy, this should be bad. And I watched it, I was like, this is actually really amazing. Like, this is hilarious.
Oh, absolutely.
It's fantastic.
And like this book, I do gotta say, like if you want just like a good fun book that is not connected to anything really, like this one is definitely the way to go because it's like a fun. It's almost like an extension of the Harley animated series. Even though we do have, there is like the tie-in book for like the Harley animated series that is more the same. Any good Harley story is just gonna be stupid fun. And so here is our variant cover for it. Yeah, this I believe this is a spin on the. I like the way Harley was utilized in the Suicide Squad. Exactly, Tom.
Dude, when she was in the Suicide Squad, like the James Gunn movie recently, it's fantastic.
Oh, it's so good.
You know.
And then it's just like because like the first Suicide Squad, like man, I hate Harley. And then the Suicide Squad, the James Gunn one came out. I was like, oh, Harley's super cool and fun and a great character. I forgot. You know, it's easy to forget sometimes.
Or it's like then you got like the Suicide Squad's Joker when it's like, oh, it's Jared Leto and he's a weird mob boss gangster.
Nah.
But then you got like the Joker movie, which I know some people don't like, but I'm like, man, this is actually pretty good. You know, he's actually kind of a well-written character here. I
Imagine that.
Enjoy it. No, I mean,
yeah.
The Harley Quinn. I remember the last thing I think I read with Harley in it. I think this is what got me to stop was Heroes in Crisis, whenever she like soloed Booster Gold and the Trinity. That's
when it got Harley did solo the Trinity. It's kind of like the Deathstroke thing we're talking about.
Yeah,
DC has a bad habit if a character gets too popular. It's like, all right, now have them solo the entire Justice League.
I mean, that's how you make it. Like these characters are cool, guys. They soloed the Trinity.
We don't talk about Jared Leto here. Very true. Moving on, as I said earlier, we've been talking about Shadow War. Here's Shadow War Part 7, the Robin edition, Robin number 14, Deathstroke Terminated. What a great tagline. You get it? Because he's Deathstroke the Terminator.
He's the Terminator.
And now he's getting terminated. And so the big... You get it?
I get it. I think everybody gets it, dude.
I don't know if they get it.
I think so.
I think I need to make sure they get it.
I don't... You don't need to do that for him. He gets it. I think all three of our viewers get it.
You know, of course. But they watch more later too.
Yeah, I mean, the more people that watch later, they'll get it too.
Yeah, of course. because I see. Yeah. Thomas appreciates it. I made sure that he got it.
That has a cool variant cover.
It does have a cool variant cover. So it has two variant covers actually, because we have this one, and I need to figure out the artist for this because all of, like the Robin variants have had this kind of style. Yeah, and it looks super nice. And what do you think about Damien's new suit?
Like I love the red, like the gray and the red.
Yeah,
it's so great.
I love it too because like every Robin needs. I can switch to the other variant. The Asian American and Pacific Islanders Heritage Month variant, showing off Damien in the suit that we're talking about, and Connor Hawke, Green Arrow's son, the only Arrow representation happening in the entire DC universe.
Right, coming out with like a Black Canary solo book soon, or a mini series.
Are they?
I think it's a mini series. Yeah.
Okay, I missed that. Then that's good. We need that. Also, Ramel, we got you down for all three Robin covers. Absolutely.
That's a good choice. That Robin book is phenomenal.
That Robin book. So I've been like shouting to the high heavens how good that Robin book is, and like Shadow War. has been so fun.
I mean,
so crazy.
most Robin solo books are really, really good.
That's true.
Once you separate Robin from Batman and give Robin a reason to hate Batman for a few issues, it's really fantastic. It is.
That's what I've been saying. I love Batman. I mean, everyone loves Batman.
Everyone.
Sometimes people love Batman a little too much, but typically, Batman, like the best parts about Batman are the Bat family.
Yeah, like Dick Grayson.
Yeah,
just one of the best characters in the DC universe.
I feel like I missed the boat in this series. Maybe one day I'll grab the giant omnibus of Batman, Robin, and Deathstroke. Hopefully they'll do that. That would be pretty cool because like they all three are written currently by the same writer. Although Batman's about to switch writers to Chip Zdarsky, which that'll be fun.
Which I'm excited for because I love Chip Zdarsky, dude. His Daredevil one was phenomenal.
Oh yeah,
I cannot get over that.
We'll get more into that when talk about Marvel.
Right.
But for next for DC, we have the Swamp Thing, number 13 of 16. We typically don't have copies of Swamp Thing for me to talk about on the show because, like, Swamp Thing, this run has been so good and so popular that first of all, it got extended to a season 2 because it was like a mini series and everyone loved it so much. They were like, "Give us more now,
season
right now."
Season 2, unlike the show.
Yeah, unlike the show, which did not get a. That was a good season.
It's a phenomenal show.
Swamp Thing is such an interesting character, and like if anyone is wanting to get into Swamp Thing, you cannot go wrong with Alan Moore or Swamp Thing. Definitely go out there, buy a big omnibus. And I believe we have something. We have a whole collection here at the Planet. Oh, it's incredible.
It is.
Swamp Thing is just such a fascinating character, and it really sounds like you really wouldn't think he would be as cool as he is, but it's so good.
Well, it sounds cheesy, but then it's like it gives you like that Frankenstein kind of vibe, though.
Yeah,
it's really great,
and it gets like a lot. Yeah, Swamp Thing's super cool. Absolutely,
it is.
It's like so you wouldn't think that like Swamp Thing would get as like deep as it does.
No, Swamp Thing gets incredibly like. What's the word I'm looking for? Like spiritual, I guess.
Yes,
kind of
absolutely. Spiritual is definitely like where I would say it goes. Moving on to speaking of spiritual, how about a little talk of the undead? We have Task Force Z number 8, and this has been moved down to a mini series. They still haven't changed the cover yet, but it's number 8 of 12 actually. So this is Jason Todd's solo book. He's been
leading a bunch of zombies.
Yeah,
bunch of the undead.
Bane spills the tea. I do have him down in my notes for when I come in next. Got to ask about Nightwing and Swamp Thing for DC Comics. Absolutely, Thomas.
Definitely.
Man, yeah, those two are the ones. And like Swamp Thing is not too far behind. Like because it's a mini series, you can hop in on Swamp Thing and catch up pretty quickly.
We have omnibuses of the Nightwing runs.
Yeah, we do.
Of like the most current one.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
It really is.
But Jason Todd's time with the undead is I've enjoyed it.
It's been entertaining, yeah.
Like I mean it sounds stupid. That's one of those where I compared to Dick Grayson time as an agent, where like Special Agent Grayson, that's stupid. And then you go back, you read like, oh, actually, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah,
it's just well written.
Like Task Force Z in general, I think DC just really does great with zombies.
There's Austin. Hey Tyler / Lance.
What's up, Austin?
How's it going, man? Good to see you. But yeah, Task Force Z. Like, what do you think? I know you're not a fan of this suit.
I'm not a fan of the new Jason Todd suit. I always prefer like the like the coat with the bulletproof vest with the spray paint
the bat symbol,
the spray paint bat symbol, like cargo pants.
That really is like the best. That is the best like Red Hood look.
It is, dude.
They perfected it in the first go, and then it's like don't even bother changing it.
I didn't like I really hated the sleeveless look.
Yeah, the hood
with the sleeveless.
He looked like a Mortal Kombat ninja.
He did, and it's just
it was awful.
It was very bad. I was not a fan.
And then moving on, we're gonna end DC on a somber note, sort of, because we have Teen Titans Academy issue 15. Now I have been vague about Titans Academy as it was coming out, but this is the final issue of Teen Titans Academy. It was a good premise that got a little muddy, and I don't think it got bogged down by tie-ins, and I think it never had a clear focus. So, maybe they'll go back to it. Maybe we'll get a new Titans book out of this.
I think the writer didn't know how to juggle that many characters.
It was a lot.
It was a lot.
It was like, because you had the original Titans, the new Titans.
You had the new Teen Titans from post
Crisis.
Metal.
Oh yeah, from Metal.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you had them. You had the original new Titans from post Crisis. Starfire. They had the Titans everyone knows, and then you had like 13, 14 kids, and it was hard to keep track of. But
they definitely should have done what like Marvel does with the X-Men series and split them up into multiple things, and like at the back of be like, here's a guide to what to read in order.
Yeah, they definitely should have done that. But
try to cram everything into one book.
So how many Titans are we talking about? Well, here's a variant cover showing off 2 of the Titans. We have I like this artwork of Beast Boy and Raven.
Beast Boy and Raven is still a great pairing.
As far as it is, as far as how many Titans we're talking about, Thomas, yeah, we got about let's see, Nightwing, Starfire, Cyborg, Raven, Beast Boy. So that's 5, and then there's also Robin, Kid Flash, Crush. I want to. There's another one. There's like,
isn't there Steel's daughter on that team?
Steel's daughter was on that team. Oh, Austin was a big fan of the original Teen Titans. Pull Titans Academy, all covers. We got your mail. You can go ahead and wrap that series up. But it's a lot of Titans. Way too many Titans for me to keep up with, Thomas. That's how many Titans we were talking.
It's a lot of Titans.
It was so many. But that's gonna wrap up my DC talk. That went a little bit. Got to just gush about DC a bit. Always good.
DC has been really solid recently.
It's been so good.
Like when in my opinion, Titans Academy is probably your weakest run so far. That's how you know that you've had a good.
Oh,
few
for
months,
sure. But moving on to Marvel, you gonna take it away?
All right. So first things first, we have our main issue of Devil's Reign, Omega.
I'll take this one.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, so Devil's Reign Omega. This is the ending.
That is the epilogue to Devil's Reign.
All right.
It follows Luke Cage becoming the mayor, right, and like how everything's gonna affect from here on out. It sets up for a few more separate comics, like the new Thunderbolts comics that's going to be coming out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you like Daredevil, it's a good read. If you love Luke Cage, it's definitely a good read, considering how we don't have a solo Luke Cage comic right now.
Are they not going to do like a new Heroes for Hire? Or they have an announcement?
I think right now they're doing Mayor for Hire.
Oh, okay.
Is what it's going to be called.
Is that a miniseries or an ongoing?
I think it's going to be an ongoing for now.
That might be cool.
I think it'll be cool. So, I mean, if you like Devil's Reign, you like Chip Zdarsky, which I love Chip Zdarsky.
Oh, man,
I would definitely recommend picking that up because it's definitely a great ending.
Pull Devil's Reign Omega, all covers. Absolutely. We'll go ahead and show
off.
off.
That's the second cover right there.
Oh, man.
You got Elektra.
That looks like the Peach Momoko variant cover, the artist one. Oh, man. This is, the Elektra, like...
Elektra Daredevil suit is phenomenal.
It really is.
It really is.
I loved it. And then we're going to show off the final one.
The final one right here. This is it. You got both Matt and Elektra, right?
Thomas says I'm excited to get into Daredevil. I've been eyeing him on Marvel Unlimited.
They're coming out with a new issue 1 for Daredevil, which is going to follow around Daredevil and Elektra trying to take down the Hand.
Ooh.
So I would definitely
keep an eye on that, Thomas.
Yeah,
that's going to be one where, when it comes to Daredevil in the past too, I've heard from people that Daredevil is a rare comic character who has had no bad run.
Yeah, I mean it's like Daredevil and Hawkeye are two of those characters that's like it's rare to have a bad run for those two. Okay. Up next we have Savage Spider-Man.
We had a funny bit right before we started from this one for the show. We were just like last minute, like, is Savage Spider-Man at 616? Because there's no way, right?
Because I was trying to catch up on it, right? And I was like, is this 616? Is this like our Peter Parker?
Which, based on the plot being that Peter Parker has been turned into a monster spider.
He gets turned into a monster Spider-Man.
A
man spider thing by a scientist dude. He gets dropped off on a Nazi island led by Baron Zemo, just to kill a bunch of Nazis, and that's the plot. I mean,
I like that they had to make him a man spider to do that too.
Yeah, it was cool. Oh, it's cool. I mean, like, Spider-Man and Hydra don't really have anything to do with each other.
Yeah. Yo, let's talk about Hawkeye. I love Kelly Thompson's Kate Bishop and Matt Fraction's Hawkeye.
Oh, dude, I love Matt Fraction's run on Hawkeye. Phenomenal.
That's like one of the best Marvel books
ever. Just in general.
I'm gonna show off the variant while we discuss that for a bit. Here's our variant for how I like I like that a lot. Like the web going over the moon,
yeah.
And it's like howling. Like it's like a howling spider. He's like one of those wolf spiders.
He's a wolf spider, exactly.
Yeah. We did the same bit.
He's not. He's a normal dude. He's just a Spider-Man.
He's a man spider. Don't say I was Spider-Man. I didn't go with Spider-Man. I was man spider.
But that seems like a fun thing. I like the covers, how it covers up like amazing with.
I never even noticed that it does. It covers up.
It's really good.
Savage Spider-Man is such a niche, weird character. Also, remember, we got you down for Savage Spider-Man, of course.
All right.
Moving on.
Next, we have the most recent issue of the Punisher number 3.
Punisher number 3, in which is that I was gonna say like a kid wearing a Captain America mask.
If I'm not mistaken, that's Frank Castle wearing Captain America mask while he's a kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But what's weird is that like the Captain America mask has like the features of like a man on it. It's not just the Captain America mask.
Also,
maybe
it's not a helmet. Maybe it's like a full one of those full face masks that you get from Walmart. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think that is what it is because you kind of see his hair in the back.
Yeah.
And then I like there's like a little quote here like that's when Frank knew he was the only one who still heard the screaming and the only one who could make it stop.
Yeah. I mean, after what Jim Zdarsky did with Punisher, and then this takes place, a little bit after that.
Mhm.
It's definitely an interesting place for Punisher to go.
Was there a reason that Punisher has had to put the guns away and go and be a ninja?
He's being a ninja. That's that's why,
He's just like, I'm going to be a ninja now. Was he?
Yeah,
He's fighting. He's fighting the hand. He's fighting the hand, isn't he?
He's fighting the hand right now.
Okay, so I guess that's why. Oh,
As you can see,
there's some cool 2-page spreads. I should hold that up.
Yeah.
We'll show off.
This is the 2-page spread from the variant cover.
Yeah, Punisher is so edgy. Oh, and that's why we love him.
So, I mean, once you read a Punisher comic, you know what you're getting into.
Oh,
That's the variant cover for it. It's Punisher with like a demon skull on it.
Well, that's the hit new Punisher logo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally going to stay around forever and ever.
It's never going to go away.
They'll never. Yeah, it's the
Punisher will never go back to guns. He's going to keep being a ninja
forever.
I think the Punisher thing is going to go to Daredevil and then Electra Daredevil's run because I think those are like kind of tying into each other.
Right.
Up next, we have the newest Captain Carter miniseries.
Oh boy, is it have they done? They've done one of the one before, right? Or she's had 2 or 3 miniseries.
2. I want to say 2. But she's had a couple, right? Now she has this one, which I think is an ongoing, actually, not a miniseries.
No, this might be a miniseries. That's the problem. Marvel never labels their miniseries. They don't do like 2 of 3 or whatever.
It's hard to tell.
So it's very hard to tell. But I'm pretty sure this is a miniseries.
But this is basically
would never replace the new logo.
No, exactly. It's iconic now. They're never gonna.
But yeah.
But no, I mean Captain Carter. I like her new suit in this one a lot. This is the variant cover, of course.
Oh man,
the Captain Carter miniseries so far has been really solid. It's basically one at a time.
Well, it's about the same as like Captain America originally. Well, that's the thing.
Yeah. I mean, like it's basically what if Captain Carter got frozen in ice. It doesn't really spend too much time in World War II, and much more of like what would Captain Carter do if she was the one stuck in the present.
Yeah, which is I mean the more interesting part of Captain America to me too, because like the What If episode was cool, but like when is it appropriate time to start talking about Doctor Strange 2? As far as I know, everyone here has seen Doctor Strange 2.
I would love to talk about Doctor Strange.
We will. So I'm okay with talking about it. But real quick, much like the horrors that happened in Doctor Strange 2, here's the horror that is the Captain Carter Fortnite variant comic.
Oh, that's not the only one. That's not the only Fortnite variant comic in this
No, because Marvel's been doing them. They had them last week as well. But because I was pretty hyped for certain characters that show up. Well, you can go ahead and say whatever you like, Thomas, because I'm not going to hold back the fact that I think it's funny that a lot of people were saying Captain Carter got pushed a little too hard, and then she got
actually killed. Also, here's an interesting note.
Mm-hmm.
This is Captain Carter on this variant cover right here. Oh, there we go. That's Captain Carter from the What If series, right? That's not her newest suit. That's her newest suit.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I mean it's the same hairstyle and everything.
Yeah,
from the 1950s.
Marvel pushed Captain Carter so hard that they had Scarlet Witch push her shield through her torso.
It's kind of crazy. I can't believe. I mean, the feminists are taking over. All right. Up next, we have the newest. Issue 56 of Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
The Avengers. And what's exciting about this one, interesting about this one, is that Captain Carter was pretty cool seeing live action. Oh, of course, love it.
Oh, dude, I love seeing Haley Atwell in the suit.
Oh, she looks so good.
She does, dude. I want to see like a Captain Carter miniseries on Disney Plus.
So excited for Black Bolt and Reed Richards.
Oh, I love seeing Black Bolt, but I'm pretty sure I was the only one in that theater both times I watched the movie to actually be excited for.
No one was ever excited about Black Bolt.
I was like, oh my god, they said Black and got Bolts again.
And everyone was like, Reed Richards! It's Reed Richards!
Everyone was like, who's Black Bolt?
Like I said, like from like right to left, that like reveal was just like, who? Oh, that's cool. Neat. Oh my god, Reed Richards!
Oh my god, John Krasinski! They did the thing, guys.
They did the thing.
They hired the guy.
So there's a tie-in to the big Marvel event coming out, Judgment Day, right?
Judgment Day, yes. That's the X-Men, not Inhumans, sorry. X-Men, Eternals, and Avengers crossover, where the Eternals are now thinking that the X-Men are deviants. That issue mainly revolves around not She-Hulk.
Not She-Hulk.
Despite this variant cover.
Who gets the Skrull variant, I don't know why.
They've been doing the variant covers. It's pretty cool. I mean,
I do like the Skrull variant.
I do too. I like this Shang-Chi one up here.
But the Avengers variant focuses on Jane Foster.
This one is focusing. Jane Foster is going to come back as Thor soon, right? Yeah. I mean, like it's going to tie into the movie.
Corporate synergy,
exactly. But right now, Jane Foster is Valkyrie, and this one kind of revolves around her trying to come to terms with everything that's happened to her the past few years. It's really interesting. If you liked the Mighty Thor run, pick up this comic. It's really solid.
Black Bolt definitely stole the scene he was in for me because he doesn't talk and has to communicate with his mannerisms. And
That's what I'm saying, dude. The actor is perfect for Black Bolt. He really like the Inhuman show is not great. Like, let's get that out of the
not
way.
good.
But the actor who played him, I'm so happy they brought him back. Up next, we have Donny Cates' newest Hulk issue.
This is the
right?
this is the Banner of War Part 3. Yep, Part 3.
Yep.
Because
it's Hulk versus Thor
again. Because we can't have Marvel without Hulk and Thor fighting each other.
This time it's more interesting because Donny Cates is on both Hulk and Thor books, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah. I really love the Thor books that are going on right now. Donny Cates' Hulk, I'm not too big of a fan of. I love the art.
Oh man, Ryan Otley, Invincible.
Yeah, it's so fantastic. The art is phenomenal. But I do love seeing this new Hulk fight this brand new version of Thor because they're so different than what like you're used to, you know?
Also, the new Thor trailer was fun. Gore looks pretty creepy.
Oh,
it does. Dude. Hulk all covers. We got your mail. Let me
it.
show off all the covers that we're gonna have.
That's the second variant cover.
We
know. The first one. I mean.
Do you realize what this one symbolizes? It's the '90s one. It's '90s Thor and '90s Hulk. It's
90s
Hulk.
Thor with that goofy suit.
Yeah, '90s Thor with the goofy suit and '90s Hulk with like the tank top.
Yep.
It's so good.
Well, that was Professor Hulk at the time, wasn't it?
I think it was.
Yeah. All right. Then we have this classic cover for Donny Cates' Hulk.
Oh man, yeah, that's yeah.
I mean, that's tried and true Hulk.
And then, which is funny because that's not the Hulk that has been shown
not
off
at all.
in the run Hulk, currently.
This newest Hulk, honestly, with Titan, might be like the most unique looking Hulk, like Bruce Banner looking Hulk. And this is the Skrull variant that we've had.
And She-Hulk trailer, despite CG, actually got mentioned to me too because I love She-Hulk.
She-Hulk. I'm kind of sad I don't get to talk about it this live show because we didn't get one this week.
There will be another one for sure.
But She-Hulk is a phenomenal character, and her run right now is great. I'm excited for her show. The CG is spotty. It's not great. However, I'm still excited for the show just because it seems like it's getting Jennifer Walters right.
All right, and so that's all the Hulk variants, and we got you down for those, Ramel. Moving on to the X books, and there's only one X book this week.
That's crazy.
Get used to it now because that's not going to be the norm.
All right, so we got Legion of X.
Brand new, #1, Legion of X.
Exactly.
So you read this right before the show started.
I did. I read because I'm pretty caught up on all the X-Men stuff that's going on. I love Krakoa, and right now they just brought down like the X-Men planet, which the mutant planet. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head.
Isn't it just Mars?
No. I mean, it has like a different.
Because they've colonized Mars as well too, right?
They have colonized Mars. they have a different name. I have to. Regardless,
only one X book. It's a brand new one,
and it revolves around, of course, Legion. The son of Charles Xavier.
From did you ever watch the show?
I did watch the show.
That show was
good. Actually nuts. It was really
so good.
The X-Men shows were pretty solid.
Yeah.
I didn't watch what was the show with the kids?
X-Men Evolution?
No. The live action show that came out with Legion.
I thought you were saying New Mutants.
Not New Mutants. That movie is garbage.
That movie is garbage.
That movie was bad. No, I'm talking about
No, it was just Legion, wasn't it?
No. They came out with another one. Let's see.
Also a good show.
It is a good show. Yeah. Regardless, this other show I'm talking about, I've heard it was good. I've never watched it though. It had Magneto's other daughter in it.
Okay.
So this picks up. It's not. If you're trying to pick up an X-Men book, this is probably not the place to pick it up. To be honest with you, like a good start because it's definitely in tie with the X-Men lore that's been going on right now with Krakoa and everything. But it's still this is the variant while we're talking.
Oh yeah,
it's still definitely like if you liked what's going on with the current X-Men run, this is like the natural evolution of what's going on. And once again, it's kind of building up and hinting towards Judgment Day.
What's interesting to me is that you pointed out. Actually, I'll use this other variant that we have here. Here's yet another variant of Legion of X. And so I didn't realize until you pointed out, because we've all had an ongoing joke about how, there's like 5 million X books. There's as many X books as there are Bat books. And you never know where to go. But you're the one to point out. There's no way it just now started. It's been doing this for a while.
No, it's been doing this for a bit. That's how I've been keeping up with
it. This is how Lance has been keeping up with it. In the back of the X books, they have a checklist of every single X book.
They're like, this is what's coming out this month, and this is how you read it in order.
Yeah, so after Legion of X, we'll be having New Mutants #25, and that's when we'll talk about it. And then we'll also have a Wolverine. And that's
Wolverine, which is going to be taking place with the backlash of what happens during X Lives and Deaths of Wolverine.
Oh, boy.
Those miniseries. This is the second one. We have a lot of variant covers for
a lot Legion. Of variants for Legion. Well, that's just the Marvel way of doing things.
So they just like to do that,
Of course. And we got you for all covers, Ramel.
This is our a little bit more pricey one, right? This is simplistic is always best, honestly.
Simplistic is always best. Always got the nice
logo. I love the purple color scheme they're going for.
Oh yeah, and this one's gonna be $9.99. Ramel, if there's any variant you see that like if it's a little like too pricey, And after you've already claimed all of them, let us know. I'll take it off your list for you.
This is our other one.
Have to say again, X-Men is very intimidating to try to get into.
It very much is. I'd start with when the X-Men start with Krakoa. That's probably when you're going to want to start.
Was that that's the last run, I think?
That is the last run, yes. The last main book, like the last mainline X-Men run is probably where you're going to want to start.
Okay.
It's really good. It's really fun. This one is going to be $24.99.
$24.99. Oh, this one's a good one. I love a good group shot.
So it's got like classic Legion right up there,
mm-hmm.
and it's got like the newest versions of all this stuff. Like you got Juggernaut is a big part of this book, even though he's not a mutant.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he's a totem.
You know what?
Like Spider-Man.
You know what my favorite thing about this cover is? My boy Nightcrawler on the front.
Dude, Nightcrawler's you'd think that Legion would be the biggest part of this book. It's Nightcrawler.
Ooh.
Nightcrawler is like the mutant ambassador for this new mutant Earth
mm-hmm.
sort of thing, and they're trying to he's trying to convince people like, hey, this is our new mutant way of doing things. All right, up next we have Spider-Man 2099 Exodus. This is the newest Spider-Man 2099 miniseries, and it has the Winter Soldier 2099.
Because that's just the alternate future of Marvel. We got one of the potential alternate. Also, thanks for the insight on starting points, because I do ask pretty frequently. And I feel bad because Thomas is like, yo, X-Men are cool, and then me and Katie are like, X-Men are cool, and then he's like, where do I go about reading it? And we're like, I don't know.
That last run that just happened, it's probably your best bet. It really is. It's gone on. It's a very long and lengthy run, but the longer it goes on, the better it gets.
Mm-hmm.
And then X Lives and X Death is where you're going to want to start after that, because it takes place directly afterwards.
All right, so this is a new number one for Spider-Man.
This is number one for 2099. I don't know if it takes place in the same continuity as the 90s 2099 miniseries. I think that's been wiped by this point. However,
it doesn't super matter.
I also read this book right before we started the show.
Variant.
It very much follows it's very much a world builder book, and it follows much more about the Exodus program and what in like the new Winter Soldier and the new Crossbones. It's got a lot to do with like the Celestials, so it ties into Inhumans, because the Celestial has fallen to Earth and created a new Garden of Eden.
Especially because I'm more of a Marvel guy, really, really just now getting into DC stuff because of Tyler. Yeah, because that's usually it's just me being like, everyone read DC, it's so good.
Well, hey, now you got another Marvel guy that can actually help you out with some stuff.
While we keep talking about Spider-Man 2099, I got to show off the most important variant, and that's being the Fortnite variant. Dude, the Captain Carter one, pull Spider-Man 2099, all covers. We got you, Mel. The Captain Carter Fortnite variant was the only one I instantly recognized. Like, oh, that's Fortnite.
Yeah, no, that one was that's a season 4 skin. That's whenever I stopped playing, so I knew that one immediately.
Oh, okay.
I did.
Nice.
And then this is another great one, which has like the Winter Soldier's star behind it.
This brand new Winter Soldier. What's her backstory? Who knows? Read the book and
she doesn't know.
That's the Winter Soldier's gimmick. They never know.
Who knows? I don't know. The Crossbones is honestly the most interesting part of that book. All right, up next we have Moon Knight. Right? I think it's number 11.
Yep.
Yeah.
Number 11, which has been every single month the Moon Knight comes out, it has just been like, that's all anyone talks about. It's just Moon Knight. Now Moon Knight might be besides like Spider-Man, who is perpetually over, Moon Knight might be Moon Knight might be like the most over like Marvel character. And everyone just loves Moon Knight.
It's because the show, the show really boosted the character's popularity whenever it got announced, and people start doing more research and more they find out. Like I remember I'm a huge Moon Knight fan myself, and I remember being on Instagram like scrolling through the comments and people being like, "Oh, that's totally Jake Lockley." Like, there's a third personality. there's a lot of personalities in that man's head. Yeah.
I'm ashamed to say I've collected nearly all the Marvel Fortnite skins, says Thomas. That's
hey, don't be ashamed of it, because one day you're going to sell that back for a lot more than you bought it for.
It's a whole Fortnite economy.
It really, dude, the Fortnite economy is crazy right now.
Yeah. we know that every time DC does a book that has a free skin inside of it.
People go in here, they buy it.
Yeah, they're like, I don't read comic books, but you have the Batman Who Laughs Fortnite skin.
Oh, that's hilarious. No, this is the scroll variant if you want to show it
off. Is it the scroll variant?
No, sorry. I was looking at the wrong one. That's the best Moon Knight suit, by the way.
It is, absolutely.
I love the MCU suit. I think it's great, but that is solid.
The MCU suit's too mummy-ish.
If you watch the show, I like it a lot. Like it looks really good in motion.
We got your ML for all covers. This one, the last thing I want to say about this variant cover is this one's the Rob Liefeld cover. And I told you this, and I told everyone else this when I saw it. I was doing lists for the polls, and I was like, oh, this person wants the Rob Liefeld cover. How do I quickly determine ignoring the signature there. How do I quickly determine which Moon Knight variant is the Rob Liefeld one? Oh, he doesn't have any feet. His feet are cut off.
It's him.
Yeah,
Can't draw feet.
Rob Liefeld cannot draw feet.
And this book also has the return of a certain villain that we haven't seen in a while, and a certain hero. That guy. I'm not going to tell you guys who, because you have to buy it to find out.
Oh yeah, that's true. Very true and true. But here's another variant showing off another character, and then this one's the scroll.
This one's a scroll variant,
which you've said. Usually, yeah, like the gimmick variants are leading to a new event. Who's writing Moon Knight right now? It is. Well, one of these will have a writer on it.
Maybe. McKay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with their work. I just know that people love this.
I say people are really loving this. I was like, I'm not really too caught up with the Moon Knight run. They're like, read it. They just looked at me dead and like, read it.
Read it right now. Yeah.
Like, don't even work today. Just pick up some covers and read it out.
Okay. Here's our final.
This is our more expensive one, $24.99.
$24.99. But look at that art. You cannot beat that Moon Knight art. It just aesthetically, he is one of the coolest looking characters ever.
It's the cape. It's the cape. It's the crescent cape.
It's the crescent cape.
It really is. Like the crescent cape and the shadow face, dude. It's solid.
But we got all those for you, Ramel, and we got plenty of copies of all those. So if anyone wants to snag some, then we can.
Oh, I think I missed. Okay, I missed the Devil's Reign variant. My bad.
You missed a special.
I missed one of these special variants.
This one's also $24.99. Well, look at that. The $24.99. That is so good. Is I believe Ramel had all the Devil's Reigns, because if so, I can slide that in for him. He did.
Yes.
All right. We got that one for you as well.
Devil's Reign was such a good event.
It really was.
So good, dude.
The art, that's fantastic. All right, and we're gonna end off Marvel with a bang with your favorite, everyone's favorite Marvel character.
Spider-Man. Who doesn't love Spider-Man? You know?
Everyone loves Spider-Man. I'll tell you who doesn't love Spider-Man. Right now, Mary Jane.
Mary Jane does not love Spider-Man. Nobody loves Spider-Man in the comics right now. Everybody hates him, actually.
The public outside of the comics, they love Spider-Man. In the comic, they hate Spider-Man.
Nobody loves Spider-Man.
Jameson's like, I told you all. He's a menace.
No, it's funny because right now, Jameson is the only person who's like supporting Spider-Man.
That's how you know the world's gone topsy-turvy.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think I'm missing any variant covers.
No, you're not. Because we had variant covers for this is
we sold them all off.
Yeah, stressing the importance of a pull box. You should have that in your pull box. You do, Thomas. I made sure it was in there.
Yeah.
But we do have one special variant in case anyone would be interested in this. Here,
Spidey. I love Spider-Man.
Spidey's everyone's got, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Look at this art.
That is fantastic.
Oh man, the reflection.
Green Goblin is not in this issue.
He's not.
However,
in the issue,
it's a phenomenal cover.
Because they have it's the Chew variant. They got this. They got the artist, and they're just like, yo, draw a sweet picture.
Just draw like the most Spider-Man thing you could think of.
Yeah, and it's just like classic Spider-Man, classic suit with the Green Goblin. Man, I love. Oh man.
So it's got like the classic tights and stuff. This Spider-Man run. If you want to start off anywhere new with Spider-Man. That it just relaunched with ASM #1.
Yeah, like Thomas just got into it. How much for that one? That one's $24.99, Thomas. If you want it, get it quick before Mel chimes in and steals it from you.
I swear I'm about to steal it from you.
That's true. If no one else here takes it, then Lance is taking it.
I probably will. Honestly, if nobody else on the show takes it, I'm going to take it by the end of the day because it's a really great cover. I love it.
Oh, it's so good.
It really is.
Oh, and look at that. All covers. Ramel's snagged it.
There it is.
Oh no, that was so fast. Well, Ramel has claimed has pulled Amazing Spider-Man all covers. Thomas said he would also like it. So if either one wants to, if Ramel wants to concede and let Thomas have it, then we'll switch. But for now, it's going to Ramel.
Well, I might get another one. Maybe.
Yeah, hopefully.
And that's a really great cover.
So that's gonna end it for Marvel. You think you handled the Marvel segment pretty well?
I think so. I think I handled it pretty well.
Yeah, I think you being here for X-Men especially.
Dude, X-Men, I can, because X-Men is definitely something that's hard to get into right now because it has like 7 or 8 different books going on at the same time. It is crazy.
You called me while I was working here, and I was like, I can't talk now. I'm working. You were just like, okay, cool, but I do need to like rant about how much I love X-Men right now.
I was like, that's great, Tyler. But have you read X Lives and X Deaths of Wolverine? It is really good. It is a really fun book. I definitely recommend it.
So we're gonna move on. I'll probably speed up the indie segment here because unfortunately there's a lot of books. Yeah, Katie's gone. There's a lot of indie books that I'm not currently reading, but that she was. So we don't have her input. But I am gonna start off with this is a book that came out a few weeks ago. That's all good, Ramel. Keep it first come first serve. Good. At least you're good sport about it, Thomas. But so this is a variant cover for a book that came out a few weeks ago. 8 Billion Genies, and this is a special $40 copy. And
Cool.
I'm showing off this cover, one, because I love it, because you can't really see, like, it's like that this cat is made of glitter.
Yeah, no,
And-
that thing is like it has like feeling to it. That's not just paper.
Yeah, and that's what I like about it, but also gives me an excuse to talk about, because this is an indie that I did read. 8
Yeah.
Billion Genies, this is a #1, and we're only one issue in. It is an alternate universe, as if there's an established universe. I think I added that. You did add that at your poll list. But it is a world in which every single person on planet Earth gets a genie. So just
There's
randomly,
8 million genies.
yeah. So and it's just yeah. What if every single person got a genie? And my favorite thing is
just see what happens at all.
just to see
it all goes rough.
It follows characters. Pull 8 billion genies. Got your mail. Whew, the big boy $40 one. So nice. But that story has been so wild. It takes place in a bar. And instantly, just to protect everyone, the guy who runs the bar, he gets his wish. The genie explains the rules. He's just like, I wish that every wish that happens outside of this bar doesn't affect me, the people inside this bar, or the bar itself. So now the bar is like a safe haven, and they open the door, and the world looks like what you think it would look like if 8 billion people got genie.
Horrible.
It's just nonstop.
Yeah.
But we're going to go on to the actual releases for this week. We have all new Firefly #4. Did you ever watch Firefly?
I never did watch Firefly. No,
Nathan Fillion?
Nope.
Man, Nathan Fillion is like I like that.
I'm missing out, man.
Yeah.
I've heard Firefly is a good comic. I just haven't read it.
Well,
or a good book, or a good show. God,
it's all of it.
it's all it is.
If
it
the
is.
Firefly
It's a book,
fans are
it's a
watching
comic,
right now, they're telling you, like, yeah, it's all good. It's a good comic. It's a good book. It's a good show.
I'm sure it has a movie, probably something.
No, they tried. It got canceled after one season.
Oh.
the show did. Here's our variant for that.
I really like that variant. I was like alphabetically arranging these earlier.
Mm-hmm.
That one's really cool.
It is really cool.
Like the Wanted poster. It's a really good poster.
Moving on to Bloodstained Teeth. It's #2. I already forgot that me and Katie had talked about the original one, because like it runs together because there's so many vampire books.
I have no clue what's going on with Bloodstained Teeth. It looks like a vampire boxer.
Yeah, well, it's a cool vampire Street Fighter. Honestly, if I'm going to lose a variant to anyone, it better be Ramel. That's fair, Thomas. That's absolutely fair. But yeah, so this is our only copy, I believe, of Bloodstained Teeth. If you want to get your vampire fix, then hop on in. Speaking of vampire,
we have more vampire stuff, don't we?
Buffy the vampire, actually not Buffy. It's
No.
the Vampire Slayer #2, because it's literally the gimmick is that it's everyone but Buffy.
It's like when Batman disappeared, and they were like, "Oh, here's Detective Comics without Batman."
Yeah. This is just like the Joss Whedon segment of the show, because we had Firefly into brief intermission into Buffy. So It's just everything that Joss Whedon got famous for before Avengers. Here's our
Lord knows Joss Whedon probably needs it.
very true and true. Here's one of our variant covers for Vampire Slayer #2. And then, boy, in terms of pricey variants, Buffy, we've gone through this before on the show. There's always going to be a lot. So we have the Virgin variant for the first cover. It's going to be $9.99 if you just want the artwork of the characters and not the actual title itself. And then we have the more chill, relaxed variant. This one's going to be $11.99. And then if you, same thing, you like the character, you like the artwork, but you don't want those pesky words, $14.99 to remove it.
I mean, that's a nice variant, though.
Yeah.
The warm colors, it really is.
Yeah, and I love it. And then, man, I wish I watched Buffy so I'd understand these characters.
That's what I'm saying.
This is going to be our $39.99 variant. Cool action pose showing up. You can see the reflection. It's so shiny. The back of
it's like you can see the back of you.
yeah. You can also see like yourself.
The computer screen. Yeah.
You can see more of us. Moving on
That's
to
unfortunate.
we have the Collector Unit 731. I don't know what this is, but I do know it. It sounds like it sounds like a SCP kind of thing.
It does. I have no clue what this book is. I don't really.
Do you follow? So the only things I've liked from Whedon were Avengers and Age of Ultron. I didn't even like Age of Ultron.
I liked Age of Ultron. Me and Tyler have had heated conversations about Age of Ultron before.
I didn't even like that.
I like Age of Ultron a good bit. I did.
Yeah. And moving on, this book surprised me. When I saw this is Disturbed Dark Messiah, as in the band Disturbed.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude! I was unpacking that stuff with Katie.
Mhm.
And a couple
No,
of
with
other
Mary.
coworkers.
Katie's not here.
Mary. Sorry, not Katie. With Mary and a couple of other coworkers, they were losing it.
Yeah.
Like the variant cover, I think that is.
Yeah.
It's just their album cover.
It is. It is.
It's great.
When I saw this, I was in a land of confusion.
Yeah, I was like,
I was stricken because I was like, oh my God, so many Disturbed references that I can make with this. I mean, if you want to get down with the sickness, then go ahead and purchase that and our 9.99 variant copy, which, as Lance said, is just their album cover. And if you want to get those pesky words out of there, once again, it's going to be $14.99 for just a comic version of the album. Which is, but I mean,
I say it's a hard paper copy. It's hard paper copy, sure, but it's good.
It's
I say it's cool. A good album. It's a good album cover.
Why? Disturbed is making a comic. Why? Says Thomas. Hey man, I know someone's not down with the sickness.
Oh man,
I got my 3 in there. That's the only 3 Disturbed songs I can name off the top of my head, and I love Disturbed. But
well, you said one of them twice.
Well, yeah, so
and the art in this is really good though.
It's just crazy metal.
It's fun. It is literally.
It's kind of like
heavy metal. All of it. It's just explosions and space. It's cool.
It's very cool. We have moving on, the Department of Truth number 18. This one's basically just like it's like X-Files. It's like
the first thing I thought of whenever I saw that was what's it called, the judgment, the election day thing from
Purge.
The Purge.
It is kind of very Purge. Come back to me when they do an Imagine Dragon comic.
hey,
that'll make you a believer.
I would say you're gonna. That's a terrible joke.
Oh, what are you talking about? The Purge. Yeah, Thomas also noticed the Purge. Moving on to probably the face of indie comics. Good old
Spawn,
not Gunslinger Spawn specifically, but he like Spawn in general.
Now, from what I know about Gunslinger Spawn is that this is an alternate universe version of Spawn, right?
Yes.
Okay, where he's a gunslinger like the Wild West.
Basically, it's there. For a while ago, they did a Spawn universe, and that showed all the different kind of Spawns. Thomas is enjoying my someone appreciates my talent around here.
Could imagine Dragon's joke.
But so this is Spawn if he were a gunslinger in the Wild Wild West, because also King Spawn if he were king in the medieval era, stuff like that. And then
I can imagine Dragon's joke, but we're past that now.
Yeah.
It sucked. I was gonna say because it would have been gold.
Well.
You didn't get it.
I did. I understood it. And then here's our variant for Gunslinger Spawn, and we have. Oh man, what do you think about the sketch variant?
Okay, if I was going to a convention like a con, definitely buy one.
Uh-huh.
I'll definitely buy one so I could get like signed by the author or the artist, one or the other. Regardless, I think honestly they also feel like really weird.
They do.
It's really
full Gunslinger Spawn all covers. Absolutely, yeah, of course. And then one thing
caught me off guard.
I didn't. You weren't aware of this, right?
I was not aware of this until I was doing this today, and it really tripped me out.
I've been so hyped for it since it happened, and we've all been talking about it. Godzilla versus the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 3.
Talking with Mary about this morning again, I was like, that is something that I would never expect, but it just makes sense.
It just makes because the Green Ranger's Dragonzord is just Godzilla, and the first issue it gets bodied by Godzilla, and it's awesome. It's just everything you would want. I love it so much.
I like to think that it's canon to the MonsterVerse that Universal made.
They should. Is
it Universal?
Yeah. No. It's WB. It's Warner Brothers.
It is Warner Brothers. Yeah. No. The MonsterVerse that Universal has
the Dark Universe.
The Dark Universe. The very famous Dark Universe.
Here's our pricey variant for Power Rangers. These are connecting ones, and I think the other ones have already been claimed.
That one is $9.99.
$9.99, not bad. I was gonna get it for myself, and then I realized I didn't get the other ones that it connects to, so there will be no point. Spawns always seem so, I guess, intimidating is the word I'm looking for. Spawn is just like if you want to see cool characters doing like cool action, that's
Spawn is definitely like an edgy '90s character, but it's not edgy. Doesn't always mean bad.
No, it doesn't.
I think Spawn is edgy done right if he's written well, of course, but normally he is.
Speaking of Spawn, we're moving on to Image. Is like an Image anthology book celebrating 30 years of Image. This is issue number 2. They had one of these about I want to say a month or two ago. I don't think it was last month. Maybe it was before that. But this one's pull Power Rangers Godzilla all covers. We got you. Oh man,
the Rangers gotten wrecked by oh dude, yeah.
They have gotten destroyed. They have yet to win.
That's because it's like whenever you think of Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, like you think of the old show, and it's like, well, here's all these goofy monsters and stuff, and they just hi-ya, and there's an explosion.
Yeah.
No, and then they try to fight Godzilla,
and he just bodies them. It's so good.
Because Godzilla is an actual threat,
Up next, we have Saga Chapter 59. Saga is
No clue what Saga is.
one of the greatest comic books ever written.
Alright.
I'm not even exaggerating. Saga is so good, and I'm glad we have a cover for me to talk about always. But I can't go into too much detail because of spoilers. But in your time here, if you have not read all of Saga before you leave, I'm gonna be so disappointed.
Okay, I'll read Saga, I guess.
Okay. Full image, we got your Mel. Godzilla better win, honestly. I mean, at the end, they're gonna team up and
Listen, they're gonna have to fight like a giant, like King Ghidorah.
yeah.
Probably.
Moving on to Chip Zdarsky's Stillwater. You ever want a horror story taken over by Chip Zdarsky? Anything with Chip Zdarsky, it's just worth picking up.
I wish Chip Zdarsky would write Spider-Man, but he's like, I'm not doing that.
He refused.
I'll say he's like, I'm not gonna write.
He's
Spider-Man.
afraid. He's afraid of a spider.
I'd be afraid to write Spider-Man too. No, I mean, Chip Zdarsky's a great writer. I haven't read Stillwater, but I'm sure if it's as good as any of his other work, I'm sure it's gonna be great.
Here we have Something is Killing the Children. We go from one great writer to another in Chip Zdarsky into James Tynion IV, and this is the kind of the horror segment of the indies.
Yeah,
like this one. I know I've heard amazing things about Saga, but Chapter 59, geez, it's worth it. It's so worth it, Thomas.
It's the One Piece of comics.
It's 59 versus like 1,000.
There's like 1,060 episodes of One Piece.
I'm telling, Saga, pick up all the trades or omnis. There's so many.
Probably not at once, but yeah.
No, the omni is one and done.
That's true.
Here's some of our variants for Something is Killing the Children. It's back. It returns the door. I love the door variants.
I mean, it's interesting.
And then you like the door. You like the pretty girl's face now. What if it had covered in blood? Whoa!
Ooh, scary.
You like how there's the door variant and they added the blood, but then like none of like the parts that are covered up from her face are bloody.
Exactly.
It's just like it's
not. It's because it's a mask.
There's not much. Yeah, it's like
it's a mask. The mask covers it.
Oh, I've been calling it a door. It's been a mask the whole time.
Oh, it was a mask.
Something is Killing the Children. All covers, absolutely.
That's one that sounds like really intriguing to me. I haven't read it, but I want to get into it.
This one I definitely get through pretty quickly because we have a lot of Magic the Gathering, The Hidden Planeswalkers #2. Anything about card games?
Bro.
Me neither. Moving on.
I don't, bro.
So we have cover A, cover B, and cover C. But wait, there's more because we got a lot of pricing variants. We have the $89.99 Magic the Gathering.
Oh my god!
But man, the art. I'll add that. Let's talk about Swamp Thing, Nightwing, and Saga. Of course, Thomas. Anytime. The door.
The door. It's back.
It's back. And then we have this $100. It's a 1 in 100. So
100.
That's for every 100 copies we get one of these bad boys.
Fantastic.
So that's why it's a price. But the art they always make it worth it. Wow, that is a pretty sweet cover. Absolutely. So then we have the 1 in 50. It's like that black and white one I showed you, full color. If you're not like the Walking Dead kind of style, you can get the full image of what that is. And then this one's we have the Virgin variant here of cover C, I believe that I showed you. Cover D actually.
This one's less expensive. It's $24.99.
$24.99. I started off strong and I eased you in afterwards. I
mean, normally do the other way around, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to impress the people.
you had to get them. You had to start off strong and then go down from there.
Yeah. Sorry, no, you're good, Thomas. It's all good. They can't. They can only see your comment if I clicked on it, but this computer has been so janky lately that I'm afraid if I do that, it's going to ruin the entire.
The whole thing's going to turn off.
The whole thing's going to turn off. Moving on to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #125. Oh man,
I have not been keeping up with TMNT.
I am recently starting to just hyper fixate on the Ninja Turtles, and I am making it. I'm declaring right here. Unlike when Katie said she was going to get into Spawn and then didn't, I'm going to get into Ninja Turtles. I'm going to read from #1 of these bad boys, and I'm absolutely because these comics are wild, and I got to get in. I'm going to get in from the ground floor and just go all through every miniseries, all of it.
That's going to be crazy. That's going to be nuts.
It's going to be worth it though. Hello, hey, I got here so late. Hello, oh Jody, how's it going, man? This Jody's another one of our regulars.
I'm a new member.
So many variants from Magic the Gathering.
A lot of variants from Magic the Gathering.
That's all right, Jody. Yeah, we were running a little bit long this week anyways. That's fine. Moving on away from Turtles, though, as much as I'd love to keep gushing about them, too. Transformers, Beast Wars. How much you know about Transformers?
I know actually a good bit about the Transformers.
Nice. What about Beast Wars?
Nothing about Beast Wars.
Really?
Yep.
Beast Wars is the best one.
Nope.
Oh, what do you mean no?
I never watched it.
Well, I mean, the CG hasn't aged the best, but like,
No, bro.
it's so good.
The original was pretty good.
I mean, do you recognize these characters at least? Come on.
I know that one.
You can,
Don't know his name, but I know the guy with the dinosaur on him.
you actually know both of them. It's Optimus and Megatron.
Oh, is that Optimus?
Yeah.
I could not tell.
And then we have yet another Transformers. If you more in line with your stuff, less
Yeah.
Beast Wars, Transformers Wars, and is the final issue of this little miniseries they've been doing. Which IDW has actually lost the license to Transformers, so this year is the final year for IDW Transformers comics. So they're wrapping everything up. Transformers is fun too, of course.
Dude, they got like all the '90s kid stuff or '80s '90s kid stuff. They got like Power Rangers, they got Transformers, they got like Ninja Turtles.
Oh man! And then moving on to the last book you'll ever read. This is issue number 8, and we didn't get any standard covers. Well, we did. They got taken away on pulls. Inside here, if I had more than 2 of these, I would rip one open to show you. But it's going to be a lot, very, very gruesome. So some disgusting imagery hides behind this plastic barrier, and so really, it's a safety measure, precaution. For
it's like a shield.
Yeah, it's to save them. Man, I should have included these guys with the horror segment. Then we have Philadelphia. I have not been reading Philadelphia, but the art, incredible.
It looks like it has a werewolf in it.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I haven't read it either.
Yeah. And then here is, look at that. It's so cool.
That's a cool cover.
It is.
Finally, a character I actually do know about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know about
I do know about Hellboy. I do.
This is a one-shot Hellboy. So this is one. This is Hellboy and the BPRD. Night of the Cyclops. So
it's got the very classic Hellboy art on it, with the very stylized, kind of drawings that don't look quite human, but it's like that's still like human.
Tiny eyes,
like big chin.
Pull last book you'll ever read. We got you, Ramel, and as we move away from that, we do have one single copy of Ice Cream Man, which is
I thought we had 2.
No, I'm pretty sure this is the last one. I think that one with the pulls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we had a variant.
So I know we at least had 2. But I guess one of them.
Issue number 30. Man, Ice Cream Man has been wild. If you ever have the time to sit down and check that out, crazy stuff. Hellboy sounds familiar, but I don't remember where I've heard of him before. Maybe the movies.
I would say there's been 2 movies in the early 2000s. It was Hellboy and then Hellboy the Golden Army, and then there was the newest one with David Harbour. Don't watch it.
So bad.
I think it came out in 2019. Right?
Yep.
2019.
Yep.
Don't watch that one. That one's terrible.
Saw it in theaters. Made me sad.
Yep. I saw it in theaters too, and I was really looking forward to it.
Much pull Ice Cream Man. We got you. And
that's a cool cover for Ice Cream Man too.
And same in line, kind of with Hellboy on the same path. We have My Little Pony. Number 1. We also have.
we should have that one with the horror segment.
Yeah. We also have The Naughty List number 2. Last time I compared it to the movie Santa's Sleigh. You ever seen that movie?
Nope.
It's just Santa and he goes around murdering people.
Okay.
That's kind of what Naughty List is all about.
Kind of like Krampus.
Yeah, but Santa.
But no, it's Santa. It's not evil. It's not evil Krampus. It's evil Santa.
Yeah. Moving on to Pearl from Brian Michael Bendis. Now, this is actually a sequel comic to a book he did in 2018 about the Yakuza princess Pearl Tanaka, and this has been just like a lot of fun. Like it's like funny dialogue. Action's been pretty crazy. It's a good book. So issue number 1 there for Pearl, and we have a variant cover. Here it is. Oh man, in the art's pretty fun. I liked it a lot. I read that before we.
I like both covers a lot. I like the like pastel type colors on that kind of stuff.
Moving on. Hey, Naughty List is back. Moving on to Rogue Sun, written by Ryan Parrott, aka the current writer for Power Rangers.
I have no clue what's going on with Rogue Sun.
Rogue Sun is it's kind of like Power Rangers, honestly. And speaking of Power Rangers, moving on from that to Radiant Red. You ever read Radiant Black?
I never did read Radiant Black.
Also like Power Rangers, and Radiant Black and Radiant Red is kind of like it's like this Radiant Black, Radiant Red, Radiant Yellow. Their whole team of color-coded superheroes, but it's like a more adult take on Power Rangers, which is I know that's what the comic is doing as well. But it's like Invincible. It is to Power Rangers what Invincible is to like Superman.
Yeah, where it's like it kind of throws them into like a modern kind of real world setting.
Yeah.
In a way.
So we have
Awesome Fantastical Elements.
Zombies versus Robots Classic, which is a thick book. There's a lot going on here, and the artwork is incredible. It's so good.
Yeah, there's a few pretty decently sized comics, like this Devil's Rain one right here.
Yeah.
This one's honestly pretty decently sized
It's a
too.
thick boy.
It's crazy.
And then we have, here's our variant for ZVRC.
Zombies versus
Yeah,
robots.
yeah.
I think.
Zombies versus Robots Classics.
Classics. Sorry, I was like, I don't know what the C stands for. So now you're gonna.
Up next, we have Unnatural Blue Blood. This is a sequel series to Unnatural, which came out a few years ago. I was not aware of it. Mary's the one that would tell me about it. She told me about it, and then I read this to have it for the show. And then I was like, I thought there's a lot I'm missing in that. Oh, it's a sequel. And Mary already told me that, and I just added like I didn't hear it.
Yeah, I knew it was a sequel, of course.
Of course, yeah, of course.
I mean, like we run comic book shows. We know everything that's going on right now.
Yeah. Here is our variant cover, and then we have some pricey ones of that as well. And we're going to use these variants to kind of transition into our ladies segment, which is going to be kind of small this week. But we have on this Unnatural variant, it's going to be $9.99 for, actually, the one it's in variant. Good stuff. And then we have this one, which looks like a Peach Momoko drawing. It'll be the $14.99. You know, when it comes to Unnatural, for the kind of people that like that kind of thing, it's the kind of thing that people like. And then
you sure you sure are right, Tyler. I'll tell you that much.
And then let's go, ladies. That's right. So then here's the $29.99 variant to get rid of the.
I gotta say, it took me an embarrassingly long amount of time to realize that she was a pig.
Really?
No,
that's fair.
So I was doing which cover? This okay. So whenever I was unpacking, I was looking at this cover.
Mm-hmm.
It took me until I got to this one to realize. I was like, oh, and so in this cover she's a pig lady. And I was like, she's always a pig lady. And I was like, oh. I never realized that these were anthropomorphic animals. Like it took me way too long.
You can just put it back however.
So
it's fine.
Put it back like this.
And then so we are moving on. Yeah, I said the ladies segment. Planet Comics favorite Zenoscope. We have Van Helsing, Lady Van Helsing, Pull Rogue, Sun, Rate Reg, and Unnatural. All covers. Absolutely. That is going to be these and these. Cool.
All right.
Yeah. And then.
So you're racking up, man. You have a lot to read.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. He always does. Love it.
I mean, keep yourself entertained. Keep yourself busy.
Elvira. Number one, which is I was gonna say Elvira might be the founder of the lady segment, honestly. Elvira kind of ushered in that era of just comics and media, and you gotta love Elvira. We have several variants for her. We got one that depicts the actual Elvira, just a nice photo of her, always looking good. And then we have this one, which is a more pulp kind of poster of it. Really, really cool. And moving back to Planet Comics' favorite Zenoscope, Grimm Fairy Tales number 60, which, get a look at her outfit. And then we have Planet Comics' favorite Zenoscope, Jasmine. She looks like a Mortal Kombat character.
She does.
That's the second time I've compared someone to Mortal Kombat today, but it's because I'm always thinking about Mortal Kombat.
Always on the mind, man.
Always. And then we have...
First it was Red Hood, now it's Jasmine.
Always. Then we have...
Romel's a beast with how many things he can pull off in the show. I don't even know what else he has in his pool box.
A lot.
Dude, a lot, apparently.
2 boxes.
2?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. And then we have John Carter of Mars. Look at him. John Carter of Mars.
I think it's a woman, dude.
What do you mean?
I'm not going to assume.
Yeah. You think that's not John Carter of Mars?
I'm 99% sure that's a female.
And then the person who really carries the lady segment this week, once again, actually, we got a quick Elvira variant, $24.99. It's the other cover. Get rid of those pesky words. And we have Sheena, Queen of the Jungle.
That's it. Now that's the true lady segment.
Yeah, that's that. Sheena embodies what the lady segment is all about. It's all we gotta love these kind of covers. And then we have let's see that variant cover. This one's gonna be $14.99, and then this one's gonna be $19.99. Sheena by the Lake, Jane Carter of Mars. Yeah, probably should be what that book is titled. And then final people of the lady segment, it's actually Red Sonja in action. Red Sonja, normally she's the one that holds down the lady segment, but this time she's actually in the midst of battle. So we can't, we don't have time, for cool poses.
And both covers too.
Yeah, both covers here for Red Sonja. And the very final book that we have to talk about this week, I apologize, we've ran long, guys. We had a lot.
We have a lot with this one too.
We have number 1 of Fox and Hare. A Red Sonja looks like she's killing it. She's always killing it. Fox and Hare is I read this before we get started. Brand series by Vault Comics. It involves these two mercenaries here, color coded green and pink mercenaries. It's like Splatoons in the Splatoon color palette. It is very interesting. They have like these implants, kind of like a Cyberpunk or like a Blade Runner.
So that definitely is what that gives off.
Yeah, they can just like download like fighting patterns into their head.
Like
so,
Baymax.
Yes, of course. And it's been very interesting. It's like they lost their parents at a young age, so they banded together and became like cool rogue warriors. Gotta love it. Here is our cover B for it, and then we have a lot because it is number 1 of special variants. We have the $39.99 cover, which look at that. You have the actual fox so nice, and Hare. Ooh. Oh, Lance, quick thoughts on Jonathan Hickman.
Jonathan Hickman, like as a writer or like on a specific run,
Red Sonja, please. By the way, Vampirella rules, of course. Yeah, I got you, Red Sonja, Jody. Yeah, Jonathan Hickman is a writer, probably.
Yeah, no, he's a writer, but like I was wondering if like his writing as a whole or like
probably as a whole.
I think Jonathan Hickman.
While you talk about them, have these other variants.
He's a good writer. I think he is. Yeah.
$14.99, showing off the Hare character. This one's gonna be $9.99, all varying prices. As a writer,
once again, no pesky words on that one.
No pesky words.
Man, it's very hard for me to know what it was.
Yeah, me too. And then we have these two are kind of back to back.
As a writer, yeah, Jonathan Hickman, he's a very solid writer. He has written some really good like Avengers books.
$49.99
specifically. And you said you're trying to get into Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four is such a hard thing to get into because I don't know where to even begin.
Yeah, that's fair. And then we have the black and white variant of the other one I showed. $89.99. Yeah. Oh, Jody agrees. Jonathan Hickman is great. And our final one, we're going to end on a measly little $7.99, showing off the 2 masks that the characters wear. And boy,
with the Cyberpunk City in the background.
Oh, that's what makes it the best part.
It is
Cyberpunk City.
It's a fire comic.
All right. Well, that was a lot.
That was a lot.
How do you think you did?
I think I did pretty good. My first show.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have much to say when it comes to indie comics, but I'm trying my best.
It was a fat week for indies.
It was a big week for indies.
They toppled over Marvel and DC this week.
I'm so excited to talk about She-Hulk.
Oh, next week.
Next week, dude.
Starring Jonathan Hickman's Fantastic Four soon. And, yeah.
Jonathan Hickman's Fantastic Four is a really good run.
Let me know what you think about that, Thomas, because I love the Fantastic Four.
I love the I cannot wait. I was so happy when John Krasinski got cast as Reed Richards, dude.
Yeah.
Or at least that one scene.
Thanks for a great show, guys. Lance, you killed it.
Hey.
That's a real shame that you liked him, Thomas, because I'm firing him as soon as it's in.
Yeah, I'm actually a 1-star cameo.
Yeah. Pull ZVRC all covers, please. We got your email. It does seem like you might be on a bit of a delay. If you are, then if there's any other comics that you see that you want, feel free to message us privately on Facebook, and we'll get that covered for your mail. But with that, right before I'm gonna sign us off here, and then I fire Lance off screen.
Exactly. So I won't be seeing you guys next time because I'm fired.
Apparently. Yeah, absolutely fired. But until next time, guys, we will see you later.